So this review is for Behind the Eyes by Sharon K. Angelici. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that. So if you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description below. And if you're on my blog, then there's a link within the post. And this is the video review. So Behind the Eyes by Sharon K. Angelici. So I do actually also have an audiobook version of this, but I've only read the ebook so far. So the review is purely based on the ebook that I read. And it's a fantasy romance with an absolutely brilliant twist. And Razabel and, I'm hoping I'm going to say this right, Isolde have a lovely story. Like, their love story is like nothing else. They're the warrior and the lady of society that refuses to conform, and they are left searching for freedom from the torment bestowed upon them. So Raza becomes she's sort of a bit of a lone warrior suddenly, and she comes across Boleyn, a young thief who's on the run, who becomes kind of entangled up in their lives and ends up becoming a real pivotal part of their story. I was blown away with the twists and turns this story took, and the adventure that then surrounded this heartbreaking position that Raza and Isolde found themselves in, because things really came to life when they met. There was this passion between them that it raged sort of hot and heavy until like a really cruel fate from a betrayal left them lost in a way to one another, but never apart, and yet still not able to be together. It was it was a bit like a riddle. It felt very like you can be, but you cannot be together. But it was very fantasy and very fably. And it was when Boleyn turned up that things really took a turn, and all the pieces began to come together, and they were sharing what had happened to Raza and to Isolde, for them to find themselves really depending on their new friend for help. And Boleyn was a lot of fun. I'm glad she was a part of the story. She brought humour and light to a very dark situation, and she helped Raza and Isolde to have faith restored in the goodness of people in the world, perhaps those that the world didn't deem good, in their fight to try and survive. And Boleyn at first was wary, understandably, because this was a very strange situation that she found herself in. But she became very clued up fairly quickly about her new friends, and she was very intuitive, even if it took her a long while to think of them as friends. And they showed her kindness, and she had nothing to lose in helping them, even if she hadn't got a clue how she was really helping. So this had such a heartwarming sentiment running through because of the irreplaceable connection that Raza and Isolde shared, and I adored them, and I really, really hoped the whole way through the story that they would find their way back to one another in a different sense. And it was just such a very enjoyable adventure, and I also look forward to listening to the audiobook version very soon, because I just think that's only going to heighten the wonder of the story. It's got, it's historic, it's mystical, it's romantic, and it's really something exciting. So I think that whole audiobook of it will just really elevate it, and I'm looking forward to listening to that at some point and sharing a review for that. But I really enjoyed the story, and I hope you will too. So I'll pop a link in the description so you can grab a copy of Behind the Eyes by Sharon K. Angelici, which I hope you will. If you've read Behind the Eyes, would love to know what you thought of it. So please do share and let us know. And if you haven't read it yet, but you're planning to read it, or it's on your read list, or you're now intrigued and thinking, I want to check that out and find out what that's all about, then again, please do let us know, because it's always great to find out what you're interested in reading. And if you do read it, I hope you have a great adventure, and I hope you really enjoy it. Bye!